So let me get this right. Going back about 10 years ago or more, the price of scrap in the UK was sky high. Weigh bloody anything in. I mean, I don't know what you want to call them, the do-as-you-likeys, right, rhyming slang, all right? They were going around and literally chopping up all the cable out the troughing routes on the railway and weighing that in, or lifting up manhole covers, just about anything they could get their hands on, they were weighing in. And I know a lot of people who were in the scrap metal business, and they were making seriously big money out of it because China was literally buying up everything. But it wasn't just that. The recycling, you know, this where you take your cardboard and your plastics and stuff like that. Well, China was buying the bloody lot, lock, stock and barrel, the whole thing. Couldn't get it over there quick enough. And then all of a sudden they stopped, and I thought, well, they don't need it anymore. And then going back a while back, they bought things like British ports. They brought infrastructure. They bought into power regeneration programs. Yeah, literally businesses all over the place they bought into. But now you hear, and this is all apparently due to COVID and the restrictions of what it's done to the country, that they're nicking people's savings. And they're telling them that these savings now need to be seized and put into investment, which obviously hasn't pleased people, because if I'd set aside X amount of money to see me through, I wouldn't be too particularly pleased if Big Brother then took that money and said, we'll have that, thanks very much. You can go and make other arrangements. So naturally the people have come out on the streets and they're not particularly happy. Now the Chinese are a very respectable bunch. So I don't know what sort of a scene they're making, but yet again, the tanks are out in Tiananmen Square, and hopefully this time they won't run any fucker over. But because the people have come out, apparently now, they're going to release some people's money, allegedly. But that's mainstream media that's come out and said that, so that could be absolute rubbish. I don't know. But what do you think about it? Could you ever see that happening in the UK? I could. And you could see them actually blaming it on, well, it's not our fault, you lot got ill, so we had to lock you up. Rah-de-rah-de-rah. Or you didn't take enough vaccines, so we had to lock you up. Or there was something else came along, so we had to lock you up. And there's food shortages, so we had to lock you up. You see where I'm going with this, don't you? But yeah, it's amazing. Years ago, what we used to see happening over in America kind of made its way to these shores. This was the 60s and the 70s, about 10 years later. And then with the introduction of things like the internet, faxes, fast-moving planes, all the rest of it, things happen a lot quicker. Now, it does seem that in certain parts of the world, we're starting to copy China. Only in a few ways, but a few ways here and there. But I wonder if we'll carry on copying them in many ways, and how that would end up for us if we did, and how much people would put up with it if, say, for instance, the government went that way. You know, digital IDs, cashless society, point scoring, or credit scoring, or social scoring, or whatever the fuck they call it. One wage, maybe. I don't think they're doing that over in China, but it's something they thought about over here, and they've trialled it. I don't know what the name of the thing is over in Wales, because he's very progressive over there, isn't he? But yeah, you get the idea. Could you imagine us going the same way as there? And what do you think the people would do if they seized their funds? Because the closest that I can recall in my lifetime over here of people losing their money was when Northern Rock went down, but that was something completely different. And there's all those people queuing on the high streets trying to get the money out. I felt really sorry for them. But that was an entirely another story. Anyway, thanks for liking, sharing and subscribing. The channel's doing really well at the moment, and in part that is to do with some of these short videos. It seems that YouTube are trying to compete with TikTok, and they're promoting shorts. So if you've got a YouTube channel and you want to try your luck, do a few shorts, see how that gets on. Also, they're a lot easier to do. But there you go. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.